We're now going to talk about a 30... come on, this is like getting a month's holiday now. That's what this is really
about. An incredible
about.
price. Again, with Holland America, a 5-star. We're now looking at a 5-star cruise company. And this is the farewell voyage of what has been a wonderful servant to the company, the Ryndam.
When we say farewell voyage, we literally mean it is its last cruise as a Holland America cruise ship. And actually, it's not that old, is it? It's only, what, 20 years old?
It's only just over 20 years old, you're right. And in fact, I got a chance to explore it a few months ago, and here's what I thought. Amidst the huge choice that's now available within cruising, Holland America Line offers an experience that's quite unique. It's premium class, but not pretentious. It's elite without being expensive. And with a proud history stretching back over 140 years, Holland America Line is perfect for the discerning traveller who loves to see the world from the comfort of an elegant hotel at sea. Known for the most extensive menus at sea, served gracefully in elegant restaurants. Thank you.
Bon appetit.
Holland America Line offer a plethora of excellent dining options. In the main dining rooms, guests may choose from fixed or flexible dining times, and the service is always gracious and the menu both varied and delicious. Fans of Italian food will salivate at the offerings from Canaletto's, and everyone will enjoy the steak and seafood of the wonderful Pinnacle Grill. Enjoying a few drinks in the company of friends both old and new is one of the highlights of any cruise. For some it might be a glass of bubbly or a tasty martini in mix, whilst for others a pre-show tipple in the ocean bar will be just what the doctor ordered. Whichever location you choose, expert bartenders will remember your preferred cocktail, or they'll help you discover a new favourite. Holland America's latest trump card is On Location, which brings the ports you visit alive through regionally inspired cookery classes, artisan workshops and local entertainment. You can experience steel drum lessons in the Caribbean, or Tai Chi classes in Asia, or a legendary ketchup dance in Bali. The evenings on board glitter with so many choices, with live music, thrilling stage shows and the ever-popular Dancing with the Stars at Sea programme. Bored? Not a chance. It's about getting the little things right, and nowhere is this more obvious than the accommodation. All Holland America Line staterooms have premium plush Eurotop mattresses, 100% Egyptian cotton bed linens, extra fluffy towels and deluxe terry bathrobes. Recent additions include innovative massage shower heads, lighted magnifying makeup mirrors and stylish hair dryers. And of course, your complimentary fruit basket.
Cool.
Love that sound effect.
That's 30 days, a month away. And I've got to share with you this, we're lucky enough that my wife and I, we went on Holland America. It was a little break, we got away. And for us, it was the best food we've ever had on cruise ships. And bear in mind, I did 18 years at sea. My wife was a dancer on the cruise ships for years and years and years. Love their food.
It's 5-star, and you're seeing that from the dining through to the accommodation, all the little extra touches they give you. OK, let's see where we're going, because you're flying out to Venice, and then from Venice, you've got a great chance to spend a wonderful virtual full month on board the ship. Your first port of call is Split, and it's right in the heart of the Dalmatian region. This is the Adriatic seaside with palm trees. Most of the population in their 20s. It's a university city. It's got a young, vibrant feel. Big thing to do here, Diocletian's palace and cellar. This incredible walled palace that was built by Diocletian thousands of years ago. Or just stroll the river, the bustling water promenade, sit and get a coffee, watch the world go past. OK, then from Split, go through to Dubrovnik, this amazing walled city in the heart of Croatia. It's a great walking city. If you like Game of Thrones, a lot of King's Landing is filmed here. You can walk the walls. It's over 1.4 miles all the way around. The views are incredible. Sit and get a Kavalako, a Croatian beer, and watch the world go past. Explore the inside. It's a car-free zone where, basically like Venice, but the canals are cobbled streets, full of little quirky churches and chapels. It's amazing. Then from Dubrovnik, and forgive me for going so quickly, but there's so many ports to cover in such a short time. We're going through to Corfu, one of the most beautiful islands in the Mediterranean. In fact, Shakespeare set one of his most famous plays here, The Tempest. And in fact, you've got millions of silvery olive trees gracing the hillside, lemon blossom perfuming the air, great views from Bella Vista, one of the most famous lookout points, and then you've got the Achillean Palace, which is renowned for its architecture, and of course was featured in For Your Eyes Only by James Bond. And in fact, is the birthplace of Prince Philip. Then we're going through, you've got a relaxing day at sea before we then go and cruise through the Suez Canal.
And that's a port of call in itself, really, isn't it?
Absolutely, Paul, you're totally right. And the experience, very often you get a commentary as you sail through, the captain or a historical lecturer will point out what's going on. You'll sail literally right the way through. It's like you're sailing a ship through the desert. Yeah. That's what it feels like. And you'll see remnants of various wars littered along the side there, the occasional tank or something there, and from the various conflicts. You'll see locals waving as they go past with their camels. It's incredible. And what I'd say is take water out there. It gets incredibly hot. It reaches 29 degrees Celsius. But an amazing chance to have your cameras ready. Relaxing day at sea. Before we go to one of my favourite places, Aqaba. Incredible. Spending a day in Jordan is a rare pleasure. And I've heard many people say that. And it's a great opportunity for you to explore the Red Rose City. I mean, beautiful, beautiful chance. Petra, again, featured in one of the famous Indiana Jones movies. You can walk down into the heart of this ancient city. Then you can go and explore the Wadi Rum, which of course was made famous as Seven Pillars. Lawrence of Arabia, exactly. That's exactly where he came from. Well, not where he came from, but that's where he fought out of for many, many years. Then from Aqaba, that incredible place, you're then getting a relaxing couple of days at sea before we go through to Oman. Sacacah. This is an abundance of oasis where tropical fruits grow abundantly. The city's surrounded by coconut, banana, guava and papaya groves with these endless white beaches and some really good-looking locals. OK, relaxing day at sea before we go through to Muscat. Got the hump. Oman. It's ancient world. Muscat would have been regarded on a par with Rome. It's an incredible place. In fact, it was a favourite of the Queen of Sheba, no less. You can stroll the Mutra Kanish, you can haggle in the Mutra Souk, or you can take a 4x4 into the red sandstone mountains or swim in a crystal wadi pool. Relaxing day at sea before we then go to Goa, India, the beach capital of India. This was colonised by the Portuguese, and you get this wonderful old Portuguese kind of architecture, and you get these wonderful beaches that stretch for miles. I love Goa. I've spent several months here on several different years, and it's a great place to kick back and enjoy what they call Sosa Grande, which is take it easy. That's the local motto. Then you're going through to New Mangalore. This is India. This is India surrounded by coconut and ashoka and palm trees and the wonderful Sahyadri Mountains. Majestic rivers flowing through to the Arabian Sea. It will dazzle you with 11th century temples and palm-lined beaches and the stunning Alonius Chapel, which is considered to be on a par with the Sistine Chapel in Rome. Then you're going to go through to Cochin, again in India now, an incredible chance for you to explore Kerala, which is a magical area. And again, you've got the ancient mariners' influence here. People from the Middle East and China and Europe, they've all left this mark on this beautiful city. Fort Cochin is definitely worth exploring, the oldest European settlement. You've got the Chinese fishing nets, which are incredible to go and see. And if you head into Fort Cochin, you get Tudor houses, would you believe, temples and churches. It's incredible. Or do a backwaters cruise for what they call the backwaters of Kerala, a gorgeous network of canals. I've got to move on, sadly. Relaxing day at sea before we go through to Sri Lanka. This is Colombo. This is the origin of serendipity, that word, that's where it comes from, Sri Lanka. White beaches, lush tropical forests, fragrant gardens of cinnamon and clove. Elephant orphanage that you can go and enjoy these wonderful little friendly chaps and feed them, and they'll wrap their trunk round you and give you a hug in thanks. Relaxing days at sea, again to enjoy this wonderful ship on this farewell cruise with a great party atmosphere before you go through to Malaysia, Penang. It's called Penang because of the nut that the locals chew that stains their teeth slightly orange. Great chance for you to explore the city. There's lots of quirky architecture by a Lithuanian-born architect. And there's a Street of Harmony where you're going to get a mosque, an Indian temple, a Chinese temple and an Anglican church next door to each other. It's incredible. Then you're going through to Kuala Lumpur.
KL.
Kuala Lumpur, yeah.
Twin Towers.
KL, the Twin Towers, featured in many a movie. Great. This is what I call the eating capital of the world. Try the street food, a great mishmash of different cultures thrown into one. And finally, Singapore. You've got to transfer to the port for a five-star hotel, one-night stay to see this magical city where there's so much to do. It's one of the only cities in the world, one of the two cities in the world that retains a patch of virgin rainforest called the Bukit Timah National Park. You've also got the wonderful Marina Bay Sands Hotel. This is the ship that sits on three different skyscrapers. It's great for shopping, it's great for the zoo, particularly the night safari, the Singapore Flyer, which you saw. It's an amazing place. And of course, Raffles Hotel with the Singapore Sling.
Yeah,
sitting in Malumba.
Got the glasses. They're in my kitchen now.
Incredible place, isn't it?
Let's face it, this cruise is the cruise of a lifetime. It's a month. It is so affordable. When you bear in mind, this is a cruise of a lifetime. It's £83 per person per night. You really cannot go wrong. And of course, it's a very special trip as well because, well, one, I'm a huge fan of Holland America. The Ryndam is a beautiful ship, but it's this farewell voyage. And don't presume, oh, that means it's an old ship. It's only 21 years old. There are still cruise ships out there that are 30, 40 and 50 years old. And
are just being purchased and moving across to other companies. You're totally right, Paul. And it's going to have a great atmosphere on board. And the great thing about this as well, if you want to, again, the great thing about Planet Cruise, we can make every single deal bespoke. Look, we can add on a 2-night stay in Venice Mestre at the start and an extra night in Singapore at the end, giving you 2 nights for just $349 per person.
If you're interested in that one, the ID number is 84374. 84374. Two ways to use that number. You can call the number and talk to the team. If you give them that number, that'll help them get straight through to the particular cruise that you're talking about, because you can imagine they've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. But we want you to be able to pick the ones that we've spoken about on this show. And of course, you can go to the website as well. If you put that ID number in, it takes you immediately to that particular cruise.